Hey everyone, welcome to Commercial Layout and Design. I'm your instructor Jackie. This is week 2, and we are going over a couple of oldies and goodies and then starting to brainstorm about our creative brief, which is it's going to take us through most of this class. We're going to create a website or an app, and we're going to do it hopefully for a local business or something that is near and dear to your heart, something you care about. So I want you to start thinking about it now. So what I have here for this week is we're in week 2, objectives. So this week you should be able to understand what a creative brief is and why it is important. And also we just have a quick Photoshop design challenge just to kind of get us thinking about Photoshop and making ads and thinking about what content looks like. Because if we are going to make this new app or new design, we need to have content on the page. So here's some of the required readings this week. I'd like for you to at least look at this creative brief and ask these questions of what it is, the importance of a creative brief, and why, and what you should ask. So again, this class is trying to prepare you for becoming a designer, a web or graphic designer or UX designer. And this is what designers do. They solve problems. They're problem solvers, right? So why is a creative brief important? It's important to make sure that the team understand the guidelines. So assuming you don't just work alone and you're not just redesigning, the Donut Factory's website or doing, something in town or helping a local nonprofit. If you worked with a group of people, it helps you kind of come up with the vision with the group. And so then if you would hand off your designs to a developer or somebody who's going to code it or create it, then it's all like everyone has access to the designs and they all have input, if that makes sense. So here's some questions for you to think about. The brief basically is just a clear statement of what it is that you're going to do. So the 10 essential questions for a successful creative brief, and this is what I would like you to do this week, is to actually write this down because it's going to help inform what you're going to design for. So a little bit of background on the company. What is it? What do they do? What is the purpose? Is it a new shop in town? Is it an existing nonprofit that just has a really bad website? Is it Stafford's Chocolates and they need an app, right? I had somebody do that last semester. So what is our primary objective for this communications vehicle? So like, what do we want to achieve? Do we want to make an app? Do we want to redesign a website? What are we going to do? So answering these questions just with a couple of sentences is what I'm looking for to help you. It's kind of like a checklist to help you figure out what it is that you want to design. What is the current branding strategy? Do they already have a nice logo? Do they already have nice branding? Do they already have good colors? Do they have anything at all? Do they have good fonts? Do they have any of the things, right? What do they have? What does our target audience currently think? Who is our target audience, right? What age group are we designing for? Is it for, people that just do gaming? Is it for people that do, that eat chocolate, right? That's like the whole gamut. That's like little kids all the way to 100-plus-year-old people that would eat chocolate, So what do they look like? Who are the people that would be using this product or this website or this app or this game? This is great for every new project, every new creative project that starts out in the world, whether it be a new product, whether it be software, whether it be a video game, whether it be an app. All of this starts with the brief. So answering these questions helps you think as a designer. And that is the whole point of this class, is for you to start thinking as a designer. So what is the appropriate tone, right? Is it playful? Hold on, let me get the light back on. All right, maybe it's not turning on. It doesn't want to watch me from here. Whatever. I hope it's not too dark. So what would we like the people to think? How does the client want to be perceived? How is the tone playful? What is the visual look? Is it for kids, or is it fancy like Stafford's chocolates, right? Or is it a tea shop? Or how about a Hawaiian food place, right? JJ's Hawaiian just started up here. They have a certain look and playfulness, right? They use Hawaiian colors, Hawaiian vibes on the inside and outside as their logo designs. How would you employ some of those visual tones? What are the creative guidelines for the assignment? So basically right now, what you have to do is you're creating the guidelines for the assignment. The assignment is, and this is going to take you all the way through the end of the semester, is you are creating a new design of some kind. It's either going to be a website, it's going to be an app, or it's going to be a redesign of one of those. So that's what we're working on this whole semester in this class, is you're going to redo something, and it's going to be portfolio worthy. So each week we're going to look at new things. This week we're doing a couple of refresher things, just to kind of keep fresh on our ideas for content, and just making sure, this is commercial layout and design. I do want to make sure that you understand Photoshop before you graduate, or you understand how to make an advertisement, things like that, a graphic. Who is the competition? That's going to come into play later when we're going to do a competitive analysis. So answering these first few questions are basically what I'm looking for your creative brief. And then I want you to watch this video. I have the link. It's like a 25-minute video on what a brief is. And so it'll help you understand the gamut of how people use a creative brief. Like they're talking about Frank Gehry, which I think he just died actually. But this is a great video, and it explains to you how people create things based on a brief and how it starts with an idea. And that's where we're at. We're in the idea phase. So that's for the required readings. I have some quickie Photoshop, get to know Photoshop if you need to just kind of remember what's going on. So here's your mini lecture, which is this lecture I'm making right now of what I want you to do. And then this is also the video I want you to watch. And then I want you to watch this demo of how to make the assignment. This is the address of the assignment. Hello. Yes, I'm at work. Yes, I am here in the lab. But this is a great demo, and you should be able to listen to it. Yes. And it'll show you step by step how to make this graphic if you don't already know how. And that should be it. So make sure you put in your exercise assignment, and you don't have to, you can use these files, but you don't have to use these files. You can make it look similar. I just want some content. It could be something that you're already brainstorming right away that for your creative brief. So that would be cool too. So, but I do want to make sure it's big enough and it is titled correctly, and I want it to be a JPEG or a PNG. So that's your assignment. And then another assignment is to answer those questions or just come up with some thumbnail brainstorm sketches. This is called a brainstorm. And we're just kind of in these early phases of brainstorming. You can sketch or collage the ideas on paper, in Photoshop, or in Canva, anything you want to sketch on. You must incorporate their logos in your sketches if they already have a logo. If you are using collage or paper, take a photo of the finished piece and upload the assignment into the assignment here. If you create your imagery in Photoshop or Canva, make sure you turn in the correct file format. I cannot stress this enough. All I want are JPEGs or PNGs. Do not give me a PSD file. Do not give me a TIFF file. Don't give me any file that may not be able to upload. So here's also a video of how to do thumbnail sketches. I want you to really start thinking about, maybe it's a nonprofit about horses. Maybe it's a nonprofit for animals. I'm very into animals helping animals right now in our town in Porterville. There's a lot of sick, not sick, but just a lot of wild dogs that keep coming to my farm, and I want to help animals, and I care about it deeply. So something that's near and dear to your heart that you want to help out with, I think could use your help. So if you pick a business in town, let me know, and I want to see some of these sketches. And then it'll help me figure out whether or not it's a good project for you to continue on for the rest of the semester. So that's what's going on this week, and that's worth 10 points. So you have 2 assignments. They're 2 small assignments, very chill, and that's it. Okay? Great. All right, do your victory dance, and I will see you next week. Have a good week. Okay.